All right, everyone, here's how today's pop quiz is gonna work. I'm going to ask you some multiple choice questions. You get one right, you get a point. The player at the end of the quiz with the most points wins. The winner today gets a 1 pound advantage on the scale. So if you're ready, let's get started. The first Ironman triathlon, an endurance competition involving 3 disciplines, originated right here in Oahu. Tara from season 7 actually completed the Ironman. How many total miles must you traverse to complete the entire competition? A, 26.2 miles. B, 58.8 miles. C, 112.2 miles. Or D, 140.6 miles. Pick your answer. D is the right answer, 140.6 miles.
I got it wrong, but 112-mile bike ride, a 2.5-mile swim, and a 26-mile marathon. Bring it on.
Chris, Kim, and Buddy, you all got that correct. Question 2. Which of these lovely beverages in front of you, commonly found in vacation spots, has the most calories? A, a Mai Tai. B, a Pina Colada. C, a Blue Hawaiian. Or D, a Lava Flow.
I've had a few Mai Tais, a couple Pina Coladas. I'm no stranger to alcohol, so I might have this question.
If we get it right, do we get it?
Would you drink it?
Nice to think that I would.
D is the correct answer. Buddy got it right, Kim got it right, Kanda got it right, and Chris got it right. The Lava Flow, talk about drinking your calories, has 490 calories in 1 glass. A lot of work to burn that off. So Buddy, Kim, and Chris, you are all tied with 2 points. You are in the lead. We're moving on to question 3. Which of these Hawaiian favorites has the highest amount of total fat per serving? A, a 6-ounce serving of Kalua pork. B, 12 chocolate-covered macadamia nuts. C, 4-ounce serving of luau sweet potatoes. Or D, 4-ounce serving of huli chicken.
How is the huli chicken prepared?
Huli chicken is a boneless, skinless chicken thigh marinated and glazed in soy sauce, ginger, and a little bit of sugar, and it turns into huli huli while it's cooking.
Okay, and how is the pork prepared?
And the Kalua pork is pig seasoned with Hawaiian salt, cooked in an imu.
Underground pit.
That's the underground pit, that's correct. The correct answer is B.
Wrong answer.
12 chocolate-covered macadamia nuts have 45 grams of fat.
Why they're so good.
Chris and Kim, you are tied for the lead. Question 4. Approximately how many calories does the average 200-pound person burn while surfing for an hour?
Surfing's a full body experience. I mean, from the paddling out there to keeping your balance once you get on a board, it's a really good exercise.
Option A is between 100 and 140 calories. B is between 160 to 200 calories. C is between 250 to 290 calories. And D is over 320 calories. Chris, stressing it out. I need an answer. Well, Jeremy, congratulations, you got this one right.
The surfing pro.
The correct answer was C, between 250 to 290. Kim, Chris, you are tied with 3 points. We have 1 question left, a tiebreaker. It all comes down to this. This is for Kim and Chris. I'm gonna read it to you, then you're gonna write down your answer for a 1 pound advantage on the scale. If you indulged yourself in 24 chocolate-covered macadamia nuts, how many calories will you have consumed? Just as an example, these are what the chocolate-covered macadamia nuts look like. 24 of these is how many calories?
That's ridiculous.
You already know they have a lot of fat in them, but how many calories? All right, I'm gonna ask you ladies to lock in your answers, please. The correct answer is 1320. Congratulations, Chris. Yes! You have won this pop quiz.
Oh my gosh! Yes!
I'm gonna offer you 3 choices for dinner. You have to tell me which you think is the healthiest. The team that makes the healthiest choice will win a kitchen stocked with healthy foods for an entire year.
Oh!
Wow, that's big.
Hi. Hi, Purple Team. We are having chicken for dinner. Chicken prepared 3 different ways. Dinner A. Dinner B. And dinner C. You'll have 2 minutes to ask me whatever questions you want and make your decision, okay?
How is that chicken prepared?
Barbecue chicken?
Barbecue chicken, does it have skin on it?
It does.
And does that one have skin on it?
No.
That one does not have skin.
The barbecue sauce, is it a sugar sauce?
Yes.
And we got yogurt and blueberries.
For dinner B, you have frozen yogurt with fresh blueberries,
Is that cream spinach?
cream spinach, and sweet potatoes.
How's this chicken?
Rotisserie chicken, cream spinach.
With skin.
Correct.
And this.
Barbecue chicken, peas and carrots, brown rice.
And how was that chicken cooked?
It's roasted.
Okay, and what is this?
That is a non-fat peach frozen yogurt.
This just mangoes.
Correct.
Okay, iced tea.
That's iced tea, green tea, and skim milk.
What's next to the chicken?
Cream spinach, 30 seconds.
What was our side dish here?
What is this?
And you said that chicken was cooked how?
What kind of milk? Skim?
5, 4, 3, 2. I'm gonna need an answer.
C.
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 I'm with A. A.
Okay, A.
I think we should say A.
A.
All right. You had 3 choices for dinner. Your job was to pick which meals were healthiest. Well, we're gonna go ahead and start with dinner B, the rotisserie half chicken, regular cream spinach, frozen yogurt, and green tea. No one selected dinner B. That was the obvious mistake.
Choice B was the crazy choice. I mean, it has the skin all over it, and it's a half a chicken. I mean, come on. I mean, half a chicken.
It came down to dinner A and C. The healthiest meal
I want to win this so bad. I want to win this so bad.
was dinner A. Orange team, pink team, and brown team are all still eligible. You are in a 3-way tie. So it's going to come down to one question.
Uh-oh.
How many calories were in dinner A? Closest without going over will win a year's worth of free, healthy groceries. It was a half a cup of low-fat cream spinach, a quarter chicken without skin, white meat, 2.75 ounces of roasted sweet potatoes with skin, half a cup non-fat peach frozen yogurt, and 2 cups unsweetened iced tea with lemon.
I'm like, we're gonna win this. This is easy. I know exactly what's on that plate. Overall estimate.
Starting with the brown team, how many calories are in dinner A? Brown team guesses 547. Pink team?
385.
What did the orange team guess?
Orange team guess 475.
Like, oh crap, did we go too low?
The correct answer, 445 calories. It is time for your first official Biggest Loser quiz. Oh. I'm gonna ask you 8 questions. If you answer 5 of the 8 questions correctly, you will get a 15-pound advantage at the weigh-in. Now keep in mind, you can talk to each other, but that's the only help you're gonna get. Nothing from the crowd behind you, okay? This is a question about portion size. Curtis taught you the correct portion size for protein. Which of the 3 plates in front of you contains the correct serving for a family of 4?
We really had to look at it, and I actually picked up the meat.
What do you remember Curtis saying?
He said the portion, the 3 to 4 ounces, and I don't think that these are only about 2. It's hard.
Okay, now you have to choose. Which plate?
Okay, we as a team, we're gonna pick that.
Yeah, we're choosing this plate here.
Okay. You are correct.
Purple team started us off with a bang. We were off and going. We needed 5 out of 8.
This question is about cooking oil. Curtis mentioned 5 different ways to cook without oil. Name 3 of them.
Right off the bat, I knew the answer. Bake, poach, steamed.
Baked, poached, and steamed.
Well done.
Well, you're off to a good start. First 2 questions down, you got them both right, which means you only need to get 3 more questions right. I'd like to call up the brown team. Liz, Danny.
There you go. I want this so bad. A lot of pressure. I mean, we were going, we can't get this wrong. We can't get this wrong.
This question is about eating out. Curtis taught that just because it's called a salad doesn't mean that it's actually healthy. Guess how many calories are in this popular chain restaurant's chicken Caesar salad with Caesar dressing? It's either A, 540 calories, B, 840 calories, or C, 1,010 calories.
I looked at my partner and I knew with the amount of dressing that was on there, it's either 840 or 1010.
But it is Caesar dressing, and that's very caloric. I mean, it's high caloric dressing.
I'm gonna ask for your answer.
1,010. That's what we're going to go with, 1,010.
That is correct.
And I was shocked at how many calories was in a salad from a restaurant.
Are you ready? Pink team, you're up. This question is about starch. Curtis explained you can save a substantial amount of calories by substituting zucchini for pasta. How many fewer calories are there in 1 serving? A, 110 calories, B, 248 calories, or C, 343 calories?
To be your seat.
I don't know. Amanda, Rebecca, I'm gonna need an answer.
Oh my goodness. Do you just want to go with B?
Yeah.
B is our answer.
B.
B.
The correct answer is B. Abby, Alan, come on up. If you get this question correct, you are giving everyone a 15-pound advantage at the weigh-in. Your question is about soda. Americans all love those free refills. How many calories would you consume if you had 1 16-ounce glass of soda with 3 refills? A, 685 calories, B, 747 calories, or C, 789 calories?
4 correct answers, and then comes the green team. And I'm nervous because we have to get this 15-pound advantage so that everyone gets to stay.
If you get this right, you are that much closer to guaranteeing that no one goes home this week. I need an answer.
What do you think? Just tell me what you think. You don't like
Abby, let's hear it. I need a final answer.
Go ahead.
C.
C? You think it's 789 calories. The correct answer was B.
I'm so disappointed. So disappointed.
Which of these desserts is less than 150 calories? A cup of fresh raspberries with ½ an ounce of melted dark chocolate dipping sauce. A parfait made up of 1 cup of blueberries with ½ a cup of low-fat yogurt and 1 tablespoon of slivered almonds. Or 1 cup of vanilla ice cream.
In the back of my head, I'm like, 15 pounds, we need these 15 pounds, you know, like, obsessing.
Yeah, let's not even, chocolate out.
Do you have an answer for me?
The parfait.
That is not the correct answer. Correct answer is a cup of fresh raspberries with half an ounce of melted dark chocolate dipping sauce. Your guess is 207 calories.
After the red team gets the second one wrong, this knot in my stomach is growing. We only have a couple of questions left.
This question is going to be about snacking.
Lovely.
Curtis mentioned 3 specific reasons why it's important to add a protein to any snack. I need you to tell me 2 of them.
It makes you feel fuller, and it gives you more fuel for your muscles to work longer.
I don't know if they're gonna get it. I'm behind Rudy going, come on, you gotta get this answer, you gotta get this answer. We need this.
It was the worst feeling, waiting for them to say yes or no.
That is the correct answer.